Hi, I'm Don Simmons, and today I want to talk about boldly investing where no one has invested before. Most of us recognize the famous Star Trek line, to boldly go where no one has gone before. It captured the spirit of exploration, a willingness to leave safety, cross uncharted galaxies, and discover new worlds. But what if that same courage defined the way we invest? What if God is calling us as kingdom stewards to boldly invest where no one has invested before, to deploy capital in ways that bring light to places the market has overlooked, written off, or are too dark? In a sense, faithful investing has always been an act of exploration. The world measures success in quarterly returns. Christ measures success in eternal impact. The market pursues what's profitable. The steward pursues what is redemptive. Jesus described this kind of courage in Matthew 25, verses 14 to 30, in the parable of the talents. The master entrusted resources to his servants and then departed, expecting them to steward what they had received. Two invested boldly, taking risk in faith, and they were rewarded. One buried his talent out of fear and self-preservation. His problem wasn't mismanagement, it was unbelief. He didn't trust that the master's purpose justified the risk. Faithful stewardship is never just about comfort. It's about conviction. The servant who buried his treasure was safe, but sterile. The others risked loss, but they produced life. When Amy and I reoriented our finances around stewardship rather than accumulation, at first it felt like stepping off the edge of a known map. Traditional portfolios promised predictable returns. Kingdom investing invited eternal ones. We began looking for places where capital could heal instead of exploit, where business could restore dignity, protect creation, and reflect the heart of God. That journey led us to projects which others called too risky or too small. Clean water enterprises, sustainable agriculture, ecotourism, faith-rooted entrepreneurs in forgotten towns. These weren't safe by Wall Street standards, but they were sacred. Isaiah 58:10 says, "If you spend yourself on behalf of the hungry, and satisfy the needs of the oppressed, then your light will rise in the darkness. The Lord will guide you always." That's a promise to investors too. When we spend ourselves and our capital on behalf of others, light breaks into darkness. To boldly invest where no one has invested before means asking, who's still unseen by capital? What problem is too local, too messy, too faith-filled for the traditional investor? What field might Jesus be inviting us to cultivate that Wall Street has ignored? Redemptive investing is not about taking foolish risks. It's about trusting a faithful master. It's believing that eternal compounding doesn't depend on market cycles, but in kingdom obedience. So let's chart a new territory. Let's move beyond fear, beyond convention, beyond the myth that faith and finance belong in separate galaxies. Because every steward investor is, in the truest sense, an explorer, sent out by the Creator to bring his kingdom to new frontiers, to boldly invest where no one has invested before. Because the universe of need is vast, and the light of Christ still seeks new markets for redemption. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, pass it on to a friend, and have a great day.